So, Siri sucks. Everyone knows that. Watch. Hey, send an email.
Sorry, I can't help with emails here.
But today, you can get something better than Siri or Apple Intelligence could ever be. You can build it yourself and connect to any API in the world, do anything that your business can do with just a push of a button. Hey, send an email to myself telling me to have a great day and nice job on the project. Takes a second. So it takes a little bit longer. Still working on the response time.
I can't proceed without knowing your email address. Can you provide it?
Just send an email to myself. The email is hard-coded, so use fake@gmail.com. You get conversational intelligence. I can follow up on requests. There you go. Email sent. There you go. Sent right now. All set. And able to do that from my phone. Now, I know that was a simple thing. I know that that's like nothing like really that spectacular. But I want you guys to just understand that like this is just the connection points of like, hey, you can use your phone and you can use your watch and you can do anything that you want with your business, with your life, and you can automate these tools because this is just generic webhook calling that you can do from your phone using some shortcuts. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to get this set up. It is actually using an NADN tutorial. So let me go ahead and pull this up and share my screen, and I can show you guys how to get it set up. It really is not that bad. It'll take you maybe 15 minutes to get set up, and then it's really sky's the limit as far as creativity. So here is the AI agent workflow. You can see that this is actually adopted from Max, who's from NAN, and that they've got this video right here. So I will link this down in the description. Just came out last night. Definitely deserves a thumbs up. Really amazing stuff here, and he can walk you through the whole process. I'll give you the abbreviated version of it, which is that you're going to come in here and you are going to be able to get the template, and then once you get the template, you're going to either sign in to this, or I use a self-hosted instance of it. You can click down below to use NAN. I think NAN is a great tool. Even though I'm a software engineer, I think that it's really good just for the speed of iteration that you can get and how fast you can get things set up. Is this something that I would rely on if I was like offering this as a production service? No, but for hacky personal projects, look at all the stuff you can get done. So essentially what this is that you're getting a URL, and what you do is you're going to then grab this shortcut from here, and if we take a look at the shortcut, I will show off what that looks like, which is just this. I want to edit this. So what it does is it looks like this. Once you download and install the shortcut, you're going to dictate the text, you're going to get the contents of this, and then you're going to speak the contents, and that's it. It is literally just a post request to it. And you can see that all it does is it just posts it and then puts in the request body the dictated text. It's as simple as that. There's really nothing to it. And then this is just a generic webhook, and it pipes it into an AI agent, which I have an email tool set up. I also have a database so it can look up emails and stuff like that, and you can add more data to it in the future. And this could grow into like great complexity because these right here are custom chains that are custom workflows that are used to send an email in this case, using AI to parse it and stuff like that. And you can imagine building these things out to be more and more extensive. So let's go ahead and walk through how to get this done. So I'm going to go ahead and say leave that saving right here. We're going to add a new workflow. First step is going to be first thing, if you don't already have an account, you need to get NAN set up, which you can do. I self-host it using Coolify, or you can just go ahead and click Get Started. Link in the description below. Once you have NAN, you're going to get to this page right here, and you're going to need to add a webhook. This is if you wanted to set it from scratch. You can also just click on his link and get the template, which is what I would recommend. You're going to get the URL. You're going to copy and paste that URL into your shortcut over here. And then once you paste that shortcut in, it's going to respond to the data. And then here you just add in an AI agent right here. And you can have when chat received. Essentially, these two will be the same thing. Just add the chat model of OpenAI. You're going to create a new credential here, and then you're going to get your API key. If you don't know how to get the API key, Google it. Trust me, you don't need to watch me do that. More than happy to, if you guys want a more detailed tutorial. I personally like to have a window buffer memory. I do 25 messages because I like to be able to talk and follow up. And then here's where you add the tools, and this is me calling it a different NADN workflow tool. So this is my email, or send email, and then send an email, or use this tool to send an email. If unsure, use fake values. And then here, because I've already built this email assistant, I can just do that, and it just returns a response. And you can specify the input schema, which is like the really important thing. And for this, you can just take your email assistant, like whatever tool you set up with. Like this is here. This is like my example, and I just come in here. I gotta copy the whole thing. You can do this. Copy as JSON. I know this is going fast, but really, the tool itself is not that bad to use. You can just do that, and it's got this query. I'm going to fix that just so it does this properly, and delete that extra one. There we go. And now we're good. And you just are going to respond to webhook, and you're going to respond with. I actually got to check this, but I'm pretty sure respond with the data or response body. 1 second. We'll just say first incoming item right here, and I'll double check that really quickly. Save that. And then let's see, what was this? How does this respond? Respond with text JSON output. Okay. Simple enough. I'm just going to copy this and cheat. And here, workflow 3. We respond with text and JSON output, and we're going to test setup. Hello. Type array. Interesting. So here, chat message receive, window buffer memory. Where did it error out? This is how you debug stuff. So it's here, which this is what they never show in tutorials. Is like when you're setting it up, it's like, what's the problem here? 400 invalid schema for send email must be a JSON schema of type object got array. So this might be like a JSON stringify thing. It shouldn't be an array right here. So we come here. I can't edit it here. I need to go back to the editor to change this, and I call this NADN workflow tool, which I'll just call send email. Rename, and here it said it got expected an object but got an array. So that was just because I gave it a bad example. But there we go. And now, if I chat with it again, hello, can you please send an email? Use your best judgment. Use fake data. Placeholder data for debugging. There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It sent the email, placeholder, response message sent. Let's see if it came through. Go to my Gmail. Did not go through, so let's figure out why it didn't go through. Come here, and we can go to the email assistant. My guess is it looks like the execution is incorrect here. So this was the most recent one, and if we take a look at the data that came in, placeholder for debugging data, which did not get parsed correctly. Right here, you can see that the role, content, query, all these things. So this didn't really work that well. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to say, please make sure it fits the schema. So what you can do here is just do this, and I'm going to do chat. Please modify this to a JSON schema so an AI assistant can follow the prompt format. Since that, hide that. I already have advanced voice mode. Nope. Nope. Hey, what is this called? Query field. Object. Query type object string properties. That looks good to me. Copy this. So it's a little bit of formatting, but all we're going to do is we're just going to, like, all we need to do is we just need to get this to output the right format. And if we just go to, I call it workflow 3 right now. Here, here, and then we're going to follow the JSON schema. And here, and let's just go back here and add a system message. Your helpful assistant, if calling the email tool, use the following JSON format. There we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go back here, and let's go ahead and chat with this. And please send an email to myself. Use fake@gmail.com and tell me how cool AI is. Okay, receive tool did not match it. This is the fun step here where we're like action, window buffer memory, chat message received, prompt taken from the previous one, specific output format. And let's see, so it doesn't look like it called this correctly. It screwed up somewhere. Received tool input did not match expected schema. Well, the JSON schema. I'd love to take a look at that, actually, like that recent execution here. So I had an error. And here, so window buffer memory, OpenAI, your helpful assistant, output, raw JSON, prompt system fingerprint toast estimate, two calls. Is a tool agent, so it's doing the right thing here. Let's see. Send an email, follow this schema, notice that everything is wrapped in a single query. And this is one of those things that's annoying. It's just like wiring these things together. It's like you have this format, you need this format, and you got to just tell the chat to do it. Please send an email to myself at fake@gmail.com telling me how cool AI is. String tools function description. Okay, so my function description is too long. Whoops. Like that. This is all of the fun things that you get. Like, this is one of the things, like, you can definitely follow the tutorial and you can see the happy path, but knowing how to fix these things is definitely like the skill. And then here, send to like that, generate, it needs to specify the input schema. And yeah, I think that we're good here. Let's see if this works. Please send an email to myself at fake@gmail.com telling me how cool AI is. Shit. Okay. So here, recipient's email address. I didn't, yeah, see, it needs to, it's trying to call the model, but it's failing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat for a second, save this. I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to come here, and I'm going to take my prompt here, helpful assistant, output, tools below is the JSON schema for sending an email, right here. I'm just going to steal this. I believe it's the same thing, but I'm just going to, I'm going to actually just steal the whole prompt, which I will show quickly. Oh. So we can do this, and you can see Alt-Z. I'll scroll down a little bit slower so you can see it all. Okay, so you guys got the prompt. Required to send email, stuff like that. And if for whatever reason this one works, the other one doesn't. So it's, trust me, just trial and error at this point. Leave without saving. I don't want to adjust that one because that one's actually working. Here, system message, send that. Back to Canvas. Here, chat. Please send an email to fake@gmail.com telling them how cool AI is. And there you go. So you can see that it's really just a prompt that's different. You can see that right there. AI is cool. Just want to let you know how cool AI is here. Do that. Hey there, just want to let you know how cool AI is. So difference in the prompt right there. I think the main difference is that I am a little bit more specific with the parameters schema, and notice that it doesn't, it has like the individual parameters itself here, and then it lists all of these as required, right? For like the options and the message, so it has a full format here, rather than the other one, which if we go back to it, it wrapped itself up in query. So if you take a look at this one, see how it wrapped itself up in query, and I think that that was the problem, in that the model needs to generate all of these different fields and then it wraps it up into the query because it needs to call it. And again, I just copied this from tutorial. I'll link the tutorials down in the description below. But I just wanted to point out that, hey, yes, this is a simple use case, but you got Apple Intelligence for essentially free. This is self-hosted. This costs this is like, I think like $7 a month or something like that. But I can host any number of projects, do it, have unlimited executions, run this all I want, all of my own private data. I own all the keys and stuff like that. No one else can control this or use it. I can modify the code however I wish. And could you update the database with some information about making a video? This is something I'm still working on.
Sure, I can assist with updating information in the database. Please specify what kind of information you would like to add about making a video.
So right here, if we go to executions, you can see that it didn't quite get it. But I can keep talking with it, and the format that it needs to... could you please add in some information saying that making a video is a really cool process and that I should be doing more of it?
What is the context for this information? Are you asking this to be included in an email or some other form of communication?
I want to send it, update my database, so call the update database tool that you have access to.
Please provide the specific details you want to update in the database.
Use fake data for updating the database, call your database tool, and this is a debugging step, so any data will work.
There's an error while updating the database. I can't complete this request.
Workflow did not return a property response right here. And we can go back to this one. And you can see it, like, look, you can add all these tools. So if you go to like NADN template, one second. If I go to NADN templates, you can see right here, here's all of workflows that other people have made, and you can copy these and you can use them and you get ideas, and you can look at like Zapier, and you can look at all these tutorials online. And now you can control them from your voice. Yes, it still is going to be refined. I'll keep working on this. But I just wanted to say, Apple Intelligence today, baby. So that's the video. If you guys enjoy and you want to see like the in-depth coding behind building these real projects, not just the marketing hype, but like what it takes to build reliable systems. Obviously, this isn't reliable yet, but I want to make it reliable. And I want to build some real things. Then subscribe. And as always, thanks for getting better.